What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about, in my opinion, the biggest bust potential player in the first round of the 2022 NBA Draft. In this video, we're going to be talking about Paolo Banchero. Yes, I think he's the player that could be the biggest bust out of the first round in this year's NBA Draft. If you've been watching our videos for a while, or all of our NBA Draft videos, I have kind of made it known on this channel that I'm not the biggest fan of Paolo Banchero. So for everything I say in this video, take it for as you will, I guess. I'm going to try to provide some legitimate reasons on why I don't think he is necessarily a top 5 pick or will pan out to be as good as some other players in this draft. So let's go ahead and look at why I think that he has the potential to be the biggest bust out of the first round draft picks in this year's 2022 NBA Draft. So looking at Paolo Banchero, just a quick background on him as a player. So he is a 6'10", 250-pound kind of power forward. He was a freshman at Duke this year. At Duke, he averaged 17.2 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists. He shot 47.8% from the field and 33.8% from three. He shot 73% from the free throw line, and averaged 0.9 blocks per game and 1.1 steals, and then he also averaged 2.4 turnovers per game to go along with his 3.2 assists. So that's just a little bit of a background of Paolo Banchero and his freshman year at Duke. And now he's currently projected to be a top 5 pick in this year's NBA Draft. He'll be probably in the 3 to 5 range, anywhere in those kind of 3 spots, I guess, 3, 4, or 5. But in my opinion, I don't think he should be, a top 5 pick in this year's draft. And I think that, like I said, he has the potential to be the biggest bust of the first round draft picks in this year's draft. So looking at him offensively, some of the reasons why I think he has the potential to be the biggest bust is just kind of his style of play. He has shown some highlights of hitting, step back jumpers, shaking people in the post and playmaking for his teammates. But I think, his style of play and his scoring preferences as a player are one of the biggest concerns for me on the offensive side of the ball. I just will put this out there. I think that Paolo Banchero will be one of those players that's consistently scoring maybe 17 points, 18 points per game. He loves to play out of the mid post, mid-range jump shots, posting up fadeaways, different types of shots like that he loves, and in college was extremely efficient with. A lot of his shots were tough pull-ups or fall-aways in the mid-range. He had 80 attempts on the year. Like that, and he was extremely efficient, but will that be sustainable at the NBA level, being guarded by bigger players, more athletic players, and just NBA players? That we will just be able to see with time, I guess. I don't know for sure right now if he has the ability to kind of up his game or improve his scoring abilities and be one of those players that is able to score 25 26 points a game, somewhere in the mid to high 20s. I don't know if he has the potential, and in my opinion, I don't think he does. And that's why I think that he could turn out to be a player that just doesn't really necessarily get better as time goes on, like you'd like to see out of a top 5 pick in the draft. I think that kind of where he comes in at with his skill set on the offensive side of the ball is kind of where he's going to be. His jump shot right now, he shot 33% on 3.3 attempts per game. His mechanics aren't terrible, but I just don't know if they're sustainable at an NBA level, at the NBA distance, being guarded by NBA players, closeouts by NBA players. I'm just not sure exactly how sustainable that jump shot is, and the type of percentage that he will be able to shoot at the NBA level, to expand his game and open up different looks for him, to get into those mid to high 20s points per game type of player that you'd want to see, out of a top 3, top 5 pick in the draft, as a player to kind of help turn around your franchise. So, I have a question with his style of play, the ability for him to really improve and have a high ceiling on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of questions in my opinion, on that, and the type of player that he can develop into being. So that's kind of my concerns with him on the offense side of the ball. And now we'll look at or give some of my opinions on the defense side of the ball, why I think he could turn out to be a bust. So defensively, I think that there's a high potential that he's one of those players that kind of gets picked on or just has teams go at him in the pick and roll or in switch situations. I think, he's not a very athletic player. He doesn't really have many, kind of quick twitch muscles. Isn't one of those players that's going to be able to blow by you on offense and then on defense. He doesn't move his feet extremely well to be able to keep up with, guards at the NBA level or quicker kind of 3s and 4s at the NBA level. So I think that, there's a high potential that, teams just go at him in the pick and roll, really see what his footwork's like, if he can keep up with other guards. And then also in switch situations, I think that, he's one of those players that if they get a switch with him on a guard, they're just going to get the ball to the guard, space out and let them go to work, try to take him, off the dribble and just blow right by him. And then, as well with his athletic ability, he's not a super, high flyer or leaper, and I think that's going to limit him as well on the defensive side of the ball and being, kind of not necessarily a rim protector, but he won't be able to develop into be, kind of a rim protector or a shot blocker, I don't think, at the NBA level. So it kind of limits him, the type of players that he'll be able to guard, the positions that he'll be able to guard at the NBA level. And then, like I said, I think he'd be one of those players that will kind of get picked on, and teams will kind of just, play him out of the game or run him out of the game or whatever you want to call it. They're just going to go at him and try just exploit him on the defense side of the ball to the point where he has to get taken out of the game. So, in my opinion, there's just a lot of questions on the type of player that he can develop into. I don't think he has a high ceiling. I think he is a good player, but I just don't think that potential is there for a top 5 pick in the NBA draft, in my opinion. I think he will be kind of what he is right now for the rest of his career, at the NBA level. But, time will tell. We'll see if my predictions or my kind of analysis or thoughts are correct, over time. We'll see if he develops or not. So I just want to hear from all you guys in the comment section down below, your thoughts on Paolo Banchero. Do you think he will be able to develop into a better player? What do you think he will develop, and how he will get better and have a higher ceiling? Just leave all that in the comment section down below. As always, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button, join the channel, share this video with your friends, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.